Hey everybody, DeLongShot Signatures here. This is episode 38 of my TTM Returns for the year. I got back one success yesterday, didn't think it, needed its own video, but then got 11 more today, bringing me to 12 successes for 23 autographs and 534 autographs on the year. So before I get started with these, I do want to mention I do have the giveaway going for the start of the NASCAR season. There are videos on how to enter that, just a few days left, so if you want to enter, I would do that soon as possible. I think we're almost to 10 entrants into the contest, and if we reach that, I will also include a randomized Austin Cindric hero card that you could win that is autographed. Quick story before we get started with the mail. I went to go put my outgoing mail in the mailbox for today, and it's been cold here in the Midwest and everything. It rained the other day, and it froze over, so there's ice. I thought it had warmed up enough to where most of the ice would have been melted, and it had. Walked out to the mailbox. I didn't have any shoes on. I just had sandals and socks on. Slipped and landed my foot awkwardly into the street. So my toe is all sorts of goofed up now. So that'll be fun to deal with over the next few days. But, if you guys are going out to the mailbox and it's been cold recently, just take the precaution and put on shoes. Don't be lazy like I am, because that hurt I'm not going to say it, but it hurt like it. So we'll get started with yesterday's return. It was a 2 of 2 success from former NBA player Craig Elo, who is probably best known for attempting to defend the shot by Michael Jordan, Game 5. If you know about it, you know about it. But he was also a really good player in his own right. I always feel bad for, guys that did, or really athletes that did, such amazing things, and then they're remembered for one bad thing. And that really wasn't his mistake. It is what it is. It was just a good shot, good timing. So cool to get that one back. And then we got a NASCAR return today. This is a 1 of 1 coming back from former, mainly Busch Series driver Kevin LePage. Signed the card in black. Had 2 wins at the Busch Series level. Raced in quite a few different series, but nothing really more beyond that I could find about him. Then we have a former football player here to add to my 2014 score collection. Former wide receiver taken, I think, in the 5th round by the Green Bay Packers. This is 2 of 2 coming back from Jared Abreteris. Played for Wisconsin, and I've seen people get him back before, but they either didn't post the address, or I think it was when he was playing with the Lions, and also got a Prism signed. Really, really happy with these. And no successes from him for quite a while, and then a new address popped up, sent it out, and got those back pretty quick. We have another football return. This is a 2 of 1 success from former defensive lineman Art Still, adding him to the 90 Fleer card set. Should be done with him as far as those. I actually received 2 envelopes back from him, and I opened up this one first, and it's a letter about the Bible, and he has a brochure that he gives out and everything. So he signed the letter, which is cool. And I opened that up first, and I was like, oh, this is great and all, but I guess he forgot the card. But he sent back my card in my envelope. So I received 2 from him today. So that was a little strange, but either way, really cool of him to do that. Second signature there as well. So really, really cool. Then we got some college baseball coaches. First one here is an active head coach for Florida. They won the World Series just a few seasons ago. So signing 2 of 2 for me, got Kevin O'Sullivan. Haven't gotten back from anyone at Florida yet, so this is really cool. I do know that their athletic department actually does forward mail now. And then we got one back from a former college baseball head coach for the University of Miami. He won 2 College World Series, I think in 99 and 2001. Over 1,500 wins. Got back 2 of 2 from Jim Morris. Found a home address for him. Got those signed. I think that was about a 2-week turnaround. The College Baseball Hall of Fame is fairly new. I think it started somewhere in the mid 2000s. So they're quite backed up as far as inductees and who all is going to get in. But I believe that Morris will probably be one of the next coaches to go in. I mean, 1,500 wins is incredible, but to also win 2 College World Series, and I think he had 13 World Series appearances in total. So absolutely an amazing career by him. University of Miami's had a really good baseball program for quite some time, so really cool to get that. Then we have a college football player / coach return. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back from former quarterback Steve Sloan. He played for Alabama back in the 60s, was drafted to the Atlanta Falcons, played a handful of games for them. It did not go well. And then later became a head coach for a little bit of time. Not the longest tenured head coach, of course, but he was around for quite a while. Coached at a number of different schools. So cool to get that one. Then we have another former head coach here. He's 83 years old, coached at Rice. I know he coached there. A couple other places too. I don't remember right off the top of my head. But this is a 2 of 2 plus a note return from Jerry Burnt. What gets really difficult is finding good pictures of these guys. So this one has some sort of watermark on it, but it was already really blurry to begin with. So didn't really have to worry about any problems with that. This was a good picture. So really, really glad to get that. Also wrote a quick note saying that, apologies for the delay in sending this. It was like 3 weeks. It's not that bad. Something about he had to go to the hospital for 3 days, but he's doing a lot better now. He's even back to playing golf. So good to hear that he's back in good health. So really, really glad to get that. Then we got a current head coach at the FCS level. He signed 2 of 2 and then included a postcard, which he wrote a note on, and then just put, I think maybe just coach. But this is coming back from St. Thomas football head coach Glenn Caruso. So what's really unique about St. Thomas is that they were in Division III for a very long time. He was dominant at that level. Something happened. I don't remember exactly what happened, but it forced them to move to a new division, and they were the first ever, if I remember all this correctly, they were the first ever Division III school to directly move up to Division I, even at the FCS level. I think another school's about to do that here soon. That might be a basketball school. I don't remember. I've read a lot of stuff over the past few years. It's all starting to mix together now. But he also included, like I said, a postcard and wrote a quick note there. So cool to get that. And then we have a new FBS head coach. So one thing that I try to do both at the professional level, and I'm going to try and do it at the college level too going forward, is writing to assistant coaches of really successful programs or teams, because those guys usually end up getting the jobs. Not always the case, but more often than not, if you're part of a good squad, you're going to get noticed a lot faster for head coaching gigs. So I'd written to a number of Clemson assistants and got a couple of those back. One guy that I forgot to write to ended up getting a coaching job. So I was worried I wasn't going to be able to get him. Still sent him a letter, and after about 2 months, got this back. So not a problem at all. 2 of 2 from Virginia football head coach Tony Elliott. Signed both of these photos, and then I received an unsigned greeting card, more so just to kind of protect the photos, but looks pretty cool. Really glad to get that. Then we'll end off here with 2 baseball returns from some former pitchers. First one is on a couple photos. Got 2 of 2 from Jim Willoughby. Signed both of those in black. Took about month or two on that. This last one here, a bunch of people have been getting this guy back. An address popped up for him. He is in the Baseball Hall of Fame, inducted in 2004 as a pitcher. Charges, I think it's $10 per, and he puts down an excellent signature. So got back 2 of 2 from former, I think he was a closer, Dennis Eckersley. So signed my 92 Fleer Ultra and 92 Leaf. Those are kind of my go-to sets if I'm not going to send, every card to someone. The address, I think, just recently popped up, and people have been getting it, different return postmarks and everything. But either way, the address worked. So, maybe here soon I'll send off the rest of the cards that I need. But really, really glad to add another Hall of Famer to the collection. And my gosh, that hair and that mustache, absolutely legendary. Let me know what you guys think. Always appreciate you guys watching. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.